even know. What up? I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm recording this right now, but just I really shouldn't be, but hey, I don't know. So this is your boy Real, and this is We Will Never Be Famous, and this is the podcast that no one listens to, and really I should just call it talking to myself, but so I've spoken on this Drake thing before, not that anybody heard it, but I have. And there's much deeper issues in the world, you know what I mean? But I want to speak on this shit one last time because now I feel like there's irrefutable evidence that the nigga is a bitch, like I said. Like, come on, son. Like, okay. So he was on The Shop recently with LeBron James and some dude. So I don't know who the guy is that was interviewing him, so that's not a dig or any disrespect. I didn't do any research, so whatever. But he's talking to who I can assume is like, maybe the host or something of the show, a grinder, earner, worker, he the man, you know what I'm saying? So it's not, like I said, it's not a diss, I just don't know his name. But he's talking to him, and then he brings up the whole Kanye West thing and his son and Pusha T and all like that. And I have never seen. Now, I'm light skinned. You understand what I'm saying? So I know about that light skin phony shit. You feel me? Like, I know when the nigga is just being phony as shit. Like, you don't fall for the charm and the charisma, you know what I'm saying? Because you have a familiarity with it. And that nigga just seems so disingenuous. And then for me, in all that he was talking about, he just seemed very disingenuous. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not up to him to force me to believe anything that he's saying, because at the end of the day, like, let's say the worst, right? Let's say Drake was like, yo, I don't give a fuck, I got the chick pregnant, I got enough money to just, take care of shorty from, afar or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, if that was the decision he made to be that type of motherfucker, that's just the choice that he made. It doesn't have any bearing. It's inconsequential, you know what I mean? It matters not. So to me personally, you know what I'm saying, like, to him and his son and that chick, and however he feels, you know what I'm saying, but I don't know them, you know what I'm saying, so whatever, you know what I mean? But it did, however, seem very disingenuous to me. So but that's, so like I said, it's neither here nor there. But what I do want to talk about is when he did the beef. Like, first of all, if Kanye really took that beat from you after you dropped the verse on it and then did that whole loopa-dee-scoop, whoop-dee-poop, yo, time out, that's funny as shit, and that's the best diss song. I didn't know that. That's new information. Like, I had to go backwards, because I'm a regular dude. Like, I don't pay attention to. I got 2 kids. Like, I don't pay attention to everything that's going on. But when I get bits and pieces, I look into it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But after he said that, then I've noticed, there's a lot of posts, such and such Kanye diss song, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's why they calling it a diss song. So it's funny as shit to me. Like, that's the best diss song in the world to just take, like, especially because only you and him would know that, or, you know what I mean? Like, that's funny as shit. So anyway, moving beyond that, alright, I'm sorry, I had to quick edit that, change locations, but I don't know where I left off, so I apologize. Anyway, I'll get back to what was interesting to me when, with the whole thing that I actually really want to talk about with Drake is when he talked about the beef with him, Kanye, or whatever, and all this Pusha T and everything, when he spoke directly about the track, you know, he mentioned my friend who was sick, etc., etc. If you really research battle rap for a living, right? You study it, or whatever the fuck he said, you understand that that's it. Like, I mean, dude, there's this chick who battle raps this transgender dude or woman. Sorry, this transgender woman, and she goes in like this, and she's black. She was African American. She crushed that motherfucker, white chick. No, I'm sorry. That's why I said I shouldn't be recording this, but but she crushed her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was nuts. Like, she fucking went off. No pun intended. Pause. Nuts. She kind of went off. Nuts off. I'm sorry. Pause. Anyway, I thought that was funny. Moving forward. But in battle rap, these type of things happen, is what I'm saying. So don't say you study a craft and then you instantly come back and say some shit that contradicts that phrase. I mean, that statement. And then, you know, to say that your response was going to be too aggressive is pussy. You know, this dude went at your homeboy. You know what I'm saying? And you decided not to say nothing. That was bitch made. That was bitch made like a motherfucker. I don't care what nobody say. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that was bitch made like a motherfucker, and it ain't cool. It don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have said something. You know what I'm saying? And you keep talking about punching people in the face. Like, I've seen at least 3 or 4 different interviews where Drake said he's gonna punch somebody in the face, and none of these people have gotten punched in the face by Drake. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, maybe some shit happening behind the scenes, but he punching people in the face, really. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? I really absolutely don't. But what I would say is it doesn't seem like Drake is punching anybody in the face, because people haven't stopped, you know, dissing this nigga. Like, you know, yeah, he crushing this in the market. You know, he making money like hand over fist. It's ridiculous. Like, Drake is a killer. You know what I'm saying? But real talk, niggas do not seem to fear going at him. You know what I'm saying? Like, people do not hesitate to say something about yo. You know what I mean? And in my opinion, I mean, if you ain't gaining them, you know, that type of respect, where niggas is like, nah, yo, chill, yo, you can't go at Drake. Like, that nigga will smash you, he'll crush you. Like, if you're not getting that type of respect, then maybe you need to reevaluate what you really doing to the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you crushing sales? You know what I'm saying? Or are you really crushing, you know, the admiration of your peers, you know, as far as talent? You know what I'm saying? And then another thing, on a side note, another thing that I kind of want to talk about here, and that's just all I gotta say about that. Like, he pussy. Like, he said it. It's a wrap. Like, I don't feel like I need to go into any more detail, and I have more details I kind of wanted to get into previously, before I was in this current state of mind that I'm in. But yeah, he bitch made. But I will say this: as far as him writing, I don't understand. Like, what the fuck? Jay-Z said, and the shit I don't write be the illest shit that's ever been recited in the game, word to the hyphen in my name. Like, I feel like because Jay-Z said that so long ago, I want to say The Watcher 2 remix, part 2. I think because he said that so long ago, if he owned up to, you know, even if, now we all know Jay-Z writes most to all his shit, but even if he's not writing it, it's still dope as shit, because I have the dopest fucking writers, because that's all I do is dope shit. Like, I feel like if Jay-Z said that a long time ago, and then Cassidy came out talking about how he was ghostwriting, like, everybody knew that. You know, it's hella, like, just show respect to your writers. Like, in R&B, they do it all the time. Fucking Neo make money off of songs that he don't even sing. Like, people can say whatever they want about this nigga. This nigga don't need to have another solo hit record himself. He writes fucking hits. Dream too. You see what I'm saying? I don't understand in R&B and other parts of music, if somebody else writes a song, it's considered a collaboration. But if they do it in hip hop, like, we need to stop writer shaming, yo. There's some dope ass writers out here. Let them get their shine on. And the artist is using their lyrics, you know, they need to let them shine. not. You feel me? Yo, this my man, he put me on, you're an artist. If you an artist, then you should be focused on the artistry, and the artistry comes right down to all of it. The beats, the beat maker, you know what I'm saying? The musician gets their love, but the writer doesn't. The writer has to be shunned and hide their talent so you can shine. That's fucked up. So, excuse me, we gotta stop writer shaming. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. We gotta stop shine blocking on the writers, dog. Like, it's a lot of motherfuckers writing dope shit out here, clearly, and it's nothing wrong with that. If you can perform it very well, then perform it very well. You still own it. That's still your shit, but somebody else wrote it. It's not that big a fucking deal, and we need to stop acting like it is. Hip-hop is our culture, you know, it's our craft, yo, so we gotta take care of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And we can't put so much dumb petty shit in hip-hop. It's too much dumb pettiness in hip-hop. Shit, like, excuse me, but I had to do another quick edit. But, yeah, it's way too much pettiness in hip-hop. You feel me? Like, it's too much of, like, people literally getting shot over the dumbest fucking shit, man. Like, and killed because motherfuckers in hip-hop is so petty. You know what I'm saying? Like, in 1 minute, you shooting a music video talking about how you got all the money, you this and you that, and then you kill a nigga and take his shit, but you got all the money and you this and you that. It don't make sense. You understand what I'm saying? Because we got so much pettiness in hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a mental state. Like, we are so pressed to get what? Some chains? A couple dollars? Like, that shit ain't gonna do nothing for you. Ain't gonna do nothing for nobody around you. Yeah, you gonna eat real quick, but then you gotta go right back out there and do it again, risking your life or taking somebody else's. And it's a culture, and it's bleeding so much in the hip hop. And I guess it's always been there. But that shit is really starting to hemorrhage. It's really starting to hemorrhage. I mean, it's so many rappers getting killed. It's fucking like a danger. It's like you might as well be a police officer. Like, you're literally then putting yourself in harm's way unless you like Lil Dicky or some shit. Like, for real. Like, you gotta be extra chill. Like, goddamn, you know, like Lil Xan, this little motherfucker always on drugs. Like, his name is a drug, and this nigga and this motherfucker, he literally be getting in the dumbest fucking beefs, like, in with like the dweebiest motherfucker. Like, he's beefing with niggas in the food court. Like, he beefing with his management team because he out off on drugs. Like, talking about his father a crackhead, but you a pill popping lunatic. Like, this shit is crazy, and this nigga's like 12. Like, I'm just saying, yo, we gotta take care of hip hop, yo. It's our culture, yo. It's our thing, yo. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot wrong with it, yo. It's not dead. It's fucked up right now. That's all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not blaming it on no like mumble rap. I'm not one of them niggas, y'all. I don't mumble rapper. It's all part of the mixture. You know what I'm saying? It's the great musical experiment. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is amazing because we got rock, pop. You know, we got jazz, gospel. Everything is in that. You know what I'm saying? So it all matters. It all counts to the overall. So I'm not one of them type of individuals, but it's more or less the portrayal. You know what I mean? You're going to tell your story, but make sure you understand that you're informing your fans that it's your story. You got to give some sort of curve to the upwards on that shit. You feel me? You can't just be like, yo, your shit is fucked up. Sorry for that. Your shit is fucked up. My shit is fucked up. It's just going to be fucked up, but I'm going to make money off how my shit is fucked up. And then these niggas got to emulate you. So now somebody getting robbed. And let's just be 100. You know what I mean? This ain't no PS. I don't work for nobody. Nobody's giving me money for this shit. Let's just be square. That's what happens. We all see it happen all the fucking time. So, you know what I mean? Just think about it, yo. Like, it's your loved ones. It's not me talking about any individual person. It's your loved ones, yo. Yours. Mine. It's everybody's. It's not safe nowhere for nobody. Yeah, you mean, like, niggas talk about retaliation, like, that's where you should be at. That's the mental space you should be. It's not. You know what I mean? We should be on prevention. Keeping this shit from happening, period. But anyway, love is love, life is life, man. Live it. Once you're done, you're done. I'm gone. It's your boy Real. We will never be famous. Nobody's listening. Talking to myself. Easy.